what do you think the best way is to get carbon credits, traded at a much higher level of liquidity, marketability, and security? Well, and when I say security, I mean provenance being trustworthiness.
Well, trust.
But like within these regulatory routes, like do companies like us just have to say, we will put them in as a commodity and we're going to adopt this process? Or do we have to wait for the regulators who know very little about the carbon markets? As we know, we can look at their careers to try and squish carbon credits into some already overburdened existing regulatory institution.
So the legal and technical challenges here are linked a little bit. From a regulatory perspective, it is correct to say that this is not yet a regulated product. That's the regulators.
Voluntary carbon credits.
Okay, voluntary carbon credits are not yet officially regulated. The regulators typically aren't necessarily going to move faster than the market. The regulators and regulated companies have a relationship whereby they sort of bunny hop each other in terms of progress. The regulators start off with a set of core principles. Regulators don't understand the minutiae of trading. I mean, the fiat trading world is immensely vast, immensely complex, and immensely nuanced. And regulators simply aren't going to be able to keep up with all of the different edge case scenarios that a trading institution is going to face. So necessarily they have to be operate at the principle and guidelines level. What they do is they tend to look for feedback from regulated companies to determine how the regulated companies think that they should be solving the problem within the philosophical guidelines and core principles that the regulators set out. Once there is that better understanding between both parties, then the relationship iterates. The regulators can come back, critique, and the banks have a look at their feedback, challenge it or respond to it, and perhaps they go a step further, and then the regulators then update their processes accordingly. So I think the challenge for operators and traders within the carbon market at the moment is, we could be waiting for ages for
There aren't any regulated
for the
companies in carbon.
regulators to issue guidelines, and even when those guidelines come, I think
When the planet's already on fire.
when those regulations already come, then I think the operators and trading companies within the carbon markets will be sorely disappointed at the level of detail forthcoming from the regulators. So